Oh, hi. My name is Christine. I had a friend that got a letter from you about the last days and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just had a question about it. I thought maybe you could have an answer for it because I learned about the website and I was watching some of recent videos on jw.org. Is that your website?
Uh-huh. Yes, it sure is.
Yeah, there was this man, his name is David Splain. I don't know if he's one of the leaders or what, but um, he said he was giving this scenario, like questions people at the doors might have, and he said like some of them might say that in the organization they let their children die, and he said you could say to them, "Where did you get the idea that we let our children die?" Now, I have always had that idea from the May 22nd, 1994 Awake magazine that has pictures of children that died from withholding a blood transfusion that they needed. It specifically says all of them died for their stand. Some of them were very young. So, that's where people get that idea. It's not just fake news or something. Have you ever seen that magazine?
Oh, yes. And the point that Brother Splain was making was a statement that Jehovah's Witnesses will not accept a medical procedure, or that a lot of people, or some people, you don't go to doctors, you don't believe in medicine,
That's not
so
what he
on and so
said. He
forth.
said, "Where did you get the idea that we let our children die?" And this Awake magazine features children that died. And now they
From,
even changed the blood policy since then quite a bit by allowing many, if not most, blood fractions, and at that time they did not.
uh, actually, that's incorrect. Blood fractions have always been a personal decision.
No, no, they
Well,
even explicitly
30
said
years ago,
Jehovah was
that's
against them, and they did
30 years
exist.
ago, that's what I was directing people.
Oh, wow. Well, I can show you in the
That blood
publication.
fractions were a personal decision,
Oh, oh
and that was,
no. No, one article
well,
even
yes,
said,
that's I'm telling you, yes,
yeah.
that
What?
you're incorrect.
Well,
That
no,
30
they.
years ago, I was letting people know blood fractions
Uh-huh.
are a personal decision,
Oh,
and
yeah.
my fellow elders were doing the same.
Even hemophiliacs couldn't take hemophilia factor for a couple of years. And in one article, they said that's just the same as taking blood because that is blood and it has to be stored and it's donated by many, many other people. I'm glad that
Well,
you.
now you're talking about blood that's donated.
Yeah. Where do you think
I'm
blood
talking about
fraction?
blood fractions.
Yeah. Where do you think they get fractions from stored blood?
Well, it depends on the fraction. Erythromycin a lot of times is synthetic.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
Well,
Well, you mentioned blood fractions.
I'm glad though that I'm glad that you told that to people because that was contrary to what they were teaching. I think about the year 2000, they changed it, got new light. And they have let children die, used to forbid certain vaccinations, forbid organ transplants for a while, said that they,
No, that's incorrect.
oh, you don't know about the history?
Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
was raised in the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Well,
baptized in 1970. I
mm,
have close friends who have had organ transplants.
yeah, I meant in the past. They said Jehovah was against them and it was like cannibalism. So,
Well, I mean, it might be. I mean, if you went back to the 20s or 30s, I don't know.
oh no, I don't think it was that long ago. Um,
But you seem well versed in the publications.
well, yeah, that's how you can learn about the true history, not from what they say. But I don't know.
Oh, true.
I thought it.
And did you learn this from jw.org?
Well,
I get
this.
the impression you've been associated with witnesses before.
Oh no, not really. This magazine is on the website jw.org, the one with all the dead
Oh, yeah,
children.
it goes back.
Yeah.
You can go back all the way to the
So you
50s.
saw that one with all the dead children that died because of that.
Hmm.
Okay. So if he is mocking that idea that householders get the idea that they let their children die, when you have a magazine that shows dead kids on the cover for Obeying the
Well,
Watchtower,
I
yes,
I
they do.
disagree, and I think Brother Splain is more intelligent than to do that. To
He's more
use
intelligent.
JW broadcast to contradict something that's in the publication that
Yeah.
he would know about.
It completely contradicts it. And that any other person seeing this would be really horrified and could easily describe it as letting your children die. They say they're mature minors. They have even argued in court when they can't even make a decision to get married, right? They can't join the military, but they could die because the Watchtower's medical views.
Hmm. Well, and that is the nice thing about JW.org is people can go there, they can look up the information and make up their own mind.
Yeah. Why he's also very paranoid about people looking at other sources, it seems like. And he was talking a lot about how court cases aren't really true and people on juries are just average Joes and kind of stupid. It's the impression I got that he was saying. And just because you're guilty by a jury doesn't mean you really are. I mean, what's he preparing for? Is something going to come out soon?
I didn't get that impression at all. And
Oh.
people I work with and neighbors of mine, some who've been involved in different court cases, would agree with that.
Did you hear his actual talk? It was one of the
I
Saturday
sure
ones.
did.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
he was saying question everything except JW.org. And when if
I
it
didn't. I didn't hear him say that.
well, they don't allow you to question JW.org. It's like their oracle. But anyways, even why did they post so many news articles then about cases that were they only post about cases that were decided favorably for Jehovah's Witness? Is he saying we should question those too? I never heard them. They post them like they're fact. And anything about child sexual abuse about other groups, especially Roman Catholics, is on the website, but nothing about the Jehovah's Witness cases or investigations or money payouts. Why is that?
That I don't know.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Well, like I said, that's the nice thing about JW.org.
That's
It's
nice to do that?
open to everyone, and they can research it,
You think it's
come
nice
to
to
their own
post
conclusion.
tons of things about other groups and court cases and payouts and scandals and they don't have any of theirs on there? Official court cases that you can read about?
Well, which court cases are you talking about?
Well, I don't have them memorized, but there's recent things in court right now. In Montana, there's
Okay,
one. I mean,
I'm saying I don't know about that.
oh, right,
With
right.
the Roman Catholic Church, when it's in almost every newspaper in the United States or in the world, yeah, people know about it.
Well, that's
But
because,
I don't know the cases you're talking about.
right, because they might be in a local newspaper or something about where the case is happening, and they are. I mean, I have information about all of those. But see, Jehovah's Witnesses only has a population of 8 million, if even that, and that's just the population of a very large city as compared to Roman Catholics. So that's why you wouldn't see that in every paper in the country or something like that.
So like the newspapers don't care about the problem.
No, it's not that. It's just kind of
they're only going to report it when it's huge, but if it's a smaller group, they don't care.
Of course, they can't cover every little sect like Jehovah's Witnesses and other small sects like that. They're not that into that.
But you're saying there were some reports.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
would you like
it looks like they can.
Would you like me to provide you with a list of some of them?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. You're not concerned about that?
Oh yes.
But you're not. I guess you agree with him that it's all just bogus if it has to do with Jehovah's Witnesses. But if it has to do with other groups, it's true, and they print it in their publications, and it's on jw.org. So that's
what I agree
incredible.
with is what Brother Splain said in the talk. No, I don't agree with the statement you just made because that's not true.
How do you know if you don't examine them? I mean, I don't get it, because if that happened to something I was involved in, I would be all over it. If you all do that, that perpetuates the problem.
Well, like I said, that's the nice thing about being able to go to the web page.
No, it's not nice. They don't
can
have
look at
anything
it.
about it. They cover it up. It's not, none
Well,
of it
I
is
mean,
on there, except they go,
obviously you've researched others, so people can research whatever they want to
yeah.
and
Why
compare
would
them
you?
and
Why would
come
you
to their
not?
own
Why
conclusions.
would you not want to? That's a heinous crime, and you're not interested in it. In your own organization. I mean, why? I don't get that. I wouldn't have any
Not
hesitation
interested in what?
in getting the information about the child abuse cases
I
and
get the
cover-ups.
same information as everyone else off the web, news stories. I don't just read jw.org.
Oh,
I'm
good.
saying that I'm not aware of any news stories. I'm
Yeah.
not aware of any
Okay.
news stories of problems with the Lutherans. I'm not aware of any news stories with a huge problem with Buddhists. But
Well,
the Catholic Church that you mentioned, yes, it's
yeah.
in the news.
Well, I'd be glad to send you some links that you could look at, and especially the Australia Royal Commission had a lot. The Australia Royal Commission on Child Sexual Abuse, that was in 2015, and they've discovered a database of about 1,000 pedophiles that were never reported to the police, because that was their policy.
And I do know there are parts of the world, even here in the United States, where, yes, it isn't reported. But I try to stay on top of things.
Okay, you got your email. I'll be glad to send you some links that you could look at. It's really
No, I can. It's very easy to use to Google it, as they say.
okay.
I can do my research.
Do you promise to?
I will. I guess I'm wondering about your motive.
My motive? Why wouldn't anybody be
Mhm.
concerned about that issue? I'm concerned about these dead kids I see on Wake magazine as
Okay.
well.
So, have you researched also? You mentioned the Catholic Church. What has your research shown about these kind of things with that organization?
Well, I don't. For one thing, they don't practice information control like the Watchtower, so I don't need to inform them because
The Catholic Church.
right, they don't.
Oh,
Everybody I know knows about
the
their
Catholic Church.
right.
In
None that I
history
know.
has not controlled information.
I don't know about their history, and
I'm just wondering what your particular interest in Jehovah's Witnesses.
I'm not Catholic anyway, but well, because I knew some people that were in it.
Well, you're not one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
No. I just have some friends that were in the organization. I'm out of touch with them now, but I could see those kind of things: the control, extreme control, information control, fear, all kinds of things like that.
Well, I disagree with you. That hasn't been my experience.
Oh, okay. Great. But I find most of them are controlled and actually don't want to see things, don't want to. And I mean, he get that Splain man gave a whole talk about that. Just don't even look at it, and it could hurt your faith and all this stuff.
Yeah, he was talking about apostate material, which is half truths, a lot of lies.
There's no such thing as apostate information. There's just information that is true or information that is false. And
but
when
scripturally, there are scriptures that talk about apostasy.
Yes, there are.
And he used those scriptures.
He twisted them. It doesn't. It's not. No one is afraid when we. It's ironic because they were using the verse about to contend earnestly for the faith. How can you contend for the faith if you won't look and become familiar with the objections that people have? Instead, many Jehovah's Witnesses say you try to hand them something, even something quotes from their own literature, they won't take it. How can you defend the faith? He didn't even mention anything that these objections that might stumble you are. Why doesn't he bring them up? Why doesn't he refute them? He doesn't. He just uses apostate information. That's just to shut down critical thinking and questions.
Well, like I said, everyone has to think for themselves and make up their own mind.
Yeah, that's not what they
Yeah.
say though. They say if you have to obey the slave to have Jehovah's approval. So I'm not sure they're really open-minded. They always go around telling everybody else examine your religion. So I just find it really kind of ironic, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways, well, thanks for talking about it anyways.
you bet.
Okay, God bless you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.